Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going on a bit of a journey, one where nature itself does the talking, and every valley, every mountain has a story to tell. We're heading to the absolutely magnificent lands of Swat and Hunza to really uncover the spiritual lessons that are kind of hidden in plain sight, right there in the landscape.
So this quote right here, this is going to be our guide, our central theme for this entire journey. It's a powerful reminder that we're not just looking at pretty scenery. No, we're actively on the lookout for a deeper meaning, for those signs all around us that are just waiting for us to stop and reflect. And that's why you should think of this as more than just a typical explainer. It's really a shared quest, an invitation for all of us to see past the surface, to really feel the spirit of these places, and hopefully to reconnect with something much bigger than ourselves.
Okay, so our journey begins. First stop, Swat Valley. And as we enter this place, you can almost feel the landscape itself just exhale. It breathes this quiet, calming peace. The second you arrive, your senses just light up. I mean, picture these lush, green valleys stretching out as far as you can see. You can hear the sound of the rivers flowing so gently, and you feel that cool mountain air on your skin. There's a peace here that's so real you can almost touch it. And yeah, it's easy to see why they call it the Switzerland of Pakistan. And here's where things get really interesting. You start to see how the physical world directly mirrors these deep spiritual lessons. That constant, gentle flow of the river, you can see it as a kind of natural remembrance, or dhikr. And the trees, standing so tall and firm through every season, they become this living lesson in patience and strength. Now, to really get what I mean by the river's whisper, it helps to understand this idea of dhikr. It's the practice of remembering God, often through quiet, repetitive prayer that really centers the heart. And when you look at the river in its endless, steady flow, it's almost like it's performing its own beautiful, natural version of this very devotion. You know, this feeling of peace isn't just in the scenery, you see it reflected in the people, too. Life in Swat is often beautifully simple. There's this warmth in their smiles, a real softness in the heart that feels like it's born from a genuine, deep connection with the world around them. So as we leave the peace of Swat behind, the actual road to our next destination, to Hunza, becomes a lesson all on its own. Just like any path in life, right? It's got its smooth parts and it's got its challenging, bumpy parts. It's such a perfect metaphor for our own personal journeys. And here we are, part 2, the majesty of Hunza. Now, as we enter this valley, you'll feel an immediate shift in the air. We've gone from the gentle peace of Swat to this powerful, breathtaking sense of awe. This place, this is a story of strength. The very first thing that just grabs you are the mountains. And these aren't just hills. I mean, these are truly majestic peaks that just soar into the sky. It's humbling, and it's this powerful visual reminder of what true greatness and scale really look like. And then your eyes travel down from those towering peaks to these incredibly calm, crystal clear lakes. They mirror the skies so perfectly, it's almost like they're offering you a whole new way to see things, showing you the beauty of creation from a totally different angle. But honestly, maybe the most profound thing you experience in Hunza is the silence. And it's not an empty silence, not at all. It's this deep, rich quiet that fills all the space between the mountains. It has a way of quieting your mind and inviting you to think in a way that words just never could. When you're surrounded by all this grandeur, your whole perspective shifts. The sky feels so much closer. Time itself seems to slow down, to lose its urgency. And you can't help but notice that life here seems to be lived with this deep sense of contentment, a real gratitude for the simplest joys. All right, now for our final part, lessons for the return. We felt the peace of Swat, we've stood in awe of Hunza, so the big question is, what can we take with us? What powerful insights can we carry back into our daily lives?
So if we break it down, it's like this. Swat whispered peace to us. It gave us a feeling of tranquility and taught us about patience. Hunza, on the other hand, well, it spoke of strength. It filled us with awe and taught us about gratitude. They're two totally different experiences, but they complement each other so beautifully. And this is so crucial to remember. As absolutely magnificent as Swat and Hunza are, they're still part of a temporary world. Their real value, their true purpose, is how they point us towards something that is eternal. They act as signs, guiding our thoughts back to the creator of all this incredible beauty. So This whole journey leaves us with a really simple but powerful guide for the heart. Inspired by these valleys, we can try to live a little more simply, to be more actively grateful for everything we have, and to always remember the source of all the beauty in our lives. And so, to wrap this all up, I really want to leave you with this question. You don't have to travel halfway across the world to find these signs. So where, in your own world, maybe in a local park, or just in the sky on your way to work, or even in the face of someone you love, where do you find your own moments of peace and awe? What signs are waiting for you to notice them?